Hey guys, Ray Pahar from Get Crafty, and this is not a DIY video, but a recap video for my AIDS life cycle. For the past few months, you guys have been hearing a lot about it, and I figured since I just completed it, I'm gonna give you guys a recap of all the events that went on and all the things that I went through during AIDS life cycle. Originally, I wanted to do a daily vlog so that you guys would get a new video each day for 7 days in a row, but after day one, because I was so exhausted and it was just so tiring and we were not necessarily in a place where we had internet, nor did I really have the time to actually sit down and edit a video since I wanted to actually experience everything that was going on. I decided to turn my 7-day vlog into just one compilation video, which is what you guys are watching right now. For 7 days, we started off in San Francisco and rode 545 miles from San Francisco to a bunch of cities in between and landed in LA. Probably the most physically enduring thing that I've ever done, just because you're waking up early, you're riding for 7 to 9 hours throughout the day, and then you get back to camp, and then you have to unpack your luggage, set up your tent, get food, get showered and cleaned, and then go to sleep, and then start all over the day after. So there's definitely a lot going on in that week. If you guys follow me on Instagram, you can see that I did this with some of my high school friends, and we were team Craft City. Warren got all of us these cool little Marvel voodoo dolls, and we were each a different character, which allowed us to see who was who when we were actually biking. There were about 2,500 cyclists that came all over the world, and together we raised $16.3 million, which is kind of mind-blowing when you think about it, that all these people can come together for such a great cause and do amazing things. I'm going to show you guys a few clips that I took on my cell phone, and I'm gonna apologize now that I didn't get enough footage and it wasn't the prettiest footage, and I really couldn't get everything that I wanted to show you guys, just because this was my first AIDS life cycle. I really didn't know what I was going to get myself into, and definitely when I do this next year, I'm gonna have a lot more than just my iPhone to get footage, just so that you guys can see all the great things that went on during this week. We started off Sunday morning at the Cow Palace in San Francisco around 5:30. It was kind of crazy because I wasn't really expecting any of my friends or family to show up, but my mom, my dad, and my younger sister decided to show up at 5:30 in the morning to greet us off. And from there, we rode from San Francisco to Santa Cruz, which was the first stop on our 7-day tour. Day one was probably the hardest day for me since it was 82 miles from San Francisco to Santa Cruz. Despite training and getting ready, it was kind of hard to prep your body to do 80 to 100 miles a day for 7 days in a row. So day one was definitely the hardest for me. After a full day of riding, we spent each night at a new city. Every night we had to get our luggage, bring it over to the tent area, put up our tent, set everything up, eat, get ready, and then the morning after we had to take apart our tent, pack up our luggage, drop everything off, and then start the day all over again. After the first night, it actually got easier. For each day during the ride, we got these cool little fact sheets which told us where we were going, what the elevation was, where each break was, and a little map on the back so that we wouldn't get lost. The second day, we rode 109 miles from Santa Cruz to King City. This was the first time that I actually rode over 100 miles in a day, and if you're a cyclist, you would know that that is called a century ride. A lot of the people that participated in AIDS life cycle for the first time, this was also their first century ride. As mentally and physically tired as you were each day, part of the reason that motivated me was the support that I got from not just my friends, but everyone that I met. A lot of people referred to this as the love bubble. No matter where you were on the road, you always knew that the person in front of you and the person behind you was always looking out after you, and you just felt a sense of support coming from everyone. And it definitely motivated everyone to finish the ride or do as much as they could so that we can get through this 545-mile ride. Didn't matter if it was your first year, your second year, your 5th year, or your 20th year, everyone was just so supportive that you were there, and they all knew that everyone was here for a good reason. While you were waiting in line for anything during the ride, you can easily just start talking to someone and they would be able to share their reasons why they were there, why they were doing the ride, and you just felt this sense of compassion and definitely just embraced the love bubble that everyone was in for these 7 days. Even though I've been in California my whole life, this was the first time I got to see a lot of things most Californians don't usually see. We got to go through a bunch of small towns towns, a lot of big towns, and a lot of places in between. This was the first time that I actually biked through a strawberry field and smelled the strawberries, which is kind of mind-blowing to think that we spent our time driving in our cars by these fields, but you can never really just stop and smell the produce. One of the cool stops during the AIDS LifeCycle that was a really pleasant surprise to me was we stopped in the city of Bradley, and one of the local schools, as a yearly tradition when the AIDS LifeCycle rides through the town of Bradley, decided to throw a lunch fundraiser to raise money for their arts and crafts and all their field trips and all these special programs that they would get throughout the year. They were able to raise from our lunch $35,000, which funds their arts and crafts programs and various other programs throughout the whole year. The hardest part of riding through all of this was probably the hills, just because I'm not used to riding through a lot of different hills, especially when I'm training in LA. But because of the support that you got from everyone else, I was able to actually go up those crazy hills and make it to all the different stops. You could see right over here, this is a picture of me during the halfway mark, which was around day 4, which was really awesome because we got to go through 2 of the really crazy hills before we were able to make it to this vista point to take this picture. One of the other things with the AIDS LifeCycle that was also a really nice surprise was the amount of food that we got on the road. You would think because we were riding a lot of miles that we would actually lose weight, but surprisingly some people actually put on weight because we kept on stopping at all these different stops. There was an artichoke stop, there was a cinnamon bun stop, there was a ice cream stop, there were stops in between stops. We just kept on eating, and during every rest stop, all the volunteer roadies made sure that we had fun during each stop. We were hydrated, we were fed, and I recently discovered these cool little peanut butter and jelly sandwich bars, which are apparently really hard to find but are so delicious, and if you guys know what these are, they are definitely a really great treat. As crazy as it is, I definitely would do it all over again. It was really amazing to finally cross the finish line in LA and see a lot of my friends that came from San Francisco to greet us at the finish line, along with some of my LA friends that were actually there volunteering, and it was definitely just a really amazing trip. And without hesitation, the 4 of us on Team Craft City, we all signed up again for next year's LifeCycle, along with 2 of our other friends who came down to support us and signed up for next year's ride. So our team is slowly growing. It was really great, and as you guys can see, I'm still kind of recovering from some of the really bad tan lines that a lot of us got during the ride, since throughout the whole thing we were wearing bike gloves or biking sleeves or biking jerseys, and we all just had a bunch of really bad tan lines. And it probably wasn't until day 6 when we treated ourselves to a post-dinner snack at In-N-Out that we saw ourselves in the mirror, and our tan lines were just so bad, since we all had sunglass tans, we had glove tans, and there were just all types of different tan lines depending on what you actually wore during the ride. No matter how much sunblock you put on, you got some kind of sunburn just because you were out on the road for about 7 to 8 to 9 hours, depending on how long it took you to complete the ride. The week after AIDS LifeCycle, a few of my high school friends and I, we decided to go on a mini RV trip in the Pacific Northwest. So we got to see a lot of the national parks and smaller cities throughout that area that a lot of us have never seen before. In my last s'mores video during my RV trip, I told you guys I cracked my first geode, and as a cool little giveaway, I would give away a uncracked geode to anyone that participated in that contest in that video. The winner of this uncracked geode, which you'll be able to crack yourself when you receive it, is Shane Stark, so make sure you reply to me in your YouTube inbox so that I could send this uncracked geode to you and you could crack it to see the cool things that are on the inside. This really was an amazing experience for me, and I'm really glad to see that this is slowly becoming a tradition between my friends and I. We all went on for different reasons, and we all had different ways of doing our fundraising, and I can honestly say that this experience has brought all of us together, and I can't wait to see what happens when we do this all next year. Throughout the ride, you just got so much support from everyone that you met, whether it was the people in the tent next to you, the biker in front of you, or the biker behind you, or someone randomly that you just met in line while you were waiting to use a bathroom or get food. During the whole trip, you just really embraced the love bubble that everyone referred to, and you just knew that everyone was there for a good reason. We all ride for different reasons, but we all know that at the end of the day, we're there together. A lot of you guys have been enjoying these giveaways, is. And as a giveaway for this video, I'm going to give away 2 little voodoo dolls. All you guys have to do to participate in this giveaway is like this video, subscribe to the channel, and in the comment section below, tell me about a time that you guys did something, whether it was volunteering, sharing something, or fundraising that made you feel good for helping somebody else. I'm going to choose 2 winners, and you guys are going to get 2 random little voodoo dolls. So make sure if you do participate in this, read the description below so that you guys know all the rules and little details for this giveaway. I'm going to choose a winner in about a week or 2, and I'll let you guys know in a future video. And yeah, regardless of whether or not you guys are participating in this little giveaway, go ahead and just do something nice for someone today. You don't have to raise $16.3 million and ride for 7 days on a bike to do something good. Spend the next few days and just do something nice for somebody else. It's kind of sad to say that the love bubble doesn't exist everywhere we go, and that everyone you meet isn't as positive and as caring as the people that I met during the ride. But hopefully by doing something nice for somebody else, we can recreate this love bubble and make it so that it's an actual reality. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this cool little recap, and go do something to make someone else feel better today. Thanks again for watching Get Crafty Crafty. Come back next time and stay crafty.